And on this weather impact alert day, you probably got the alert on that WTOL 11 weather app just before 5 o'clock that a tornado watch was issued. And I can tell you at this point, the active warnings have now expired, at least for the time being, where we had an active warning across parts of our eastern counties out there for this cell that was in eastern Ottawa County, parts of Sandusky County. That is now expired now that we're after 6:15, but we're going to be watching for the potential of additional storms that may be developing in this area. This one's given quite a light show, quite a bit of lightning, thunder, heavy rain still out there toward Oak Harbor, right along the Portage River. That's State Route 163 into Port Clinton. You're in the midst of the storm right now. Up toward Catawba Island, out toward Lakeside, and eventually Marblehead. Now south on State Route 53, we get toward Fremont. We've got a couple views for you as we continue our storm coverage here, and let's take a look. We've got storm chaser. This appears to be Brandon Kopic. He is out there toward Fremont, indicating that we've got some storms that are bringing some heavy rain, some thunder, and some lightning. We also have views from storm chaser Corey Gherkin, and he's showing some of those dark clouds. Again, just west of Fremont is where Corey is, indicating that these storms so far not producing any severe weather at this very moment, but we'll keep a close eye on that because that still does continue to pulse up. See some of the darker clouds off in the distance. All right, back to radar. One more storm that I've got my eye on. This one quickly developing as well, just east of Grand Rapids. This is now moving toward Tintagony, now over northern Wood County. You've already had one storm. This is going to be crossing Dixie Highway and I-75. Heads up in Bowling Green, you're about ready to get quite a downpour. It could include some gusty winds. It is not an actively warned storm, but that one is pulsing up, and another one just to the south in southern Henry County that is moving to the east as well at about 60 miles per hour. Now look at this dramatic shift. The cold front is charging in from the north, and it's meeting some of this warmer, more unstable, humid air that you felt through the course of the day. Some 50s to 70s and 80s. It's a temperature contrast that's going to fire a zone of storms as we go through the evening. I also have my attention back here. We're not done yet. More storms developing across northern Indiana. This is a zone that's still relatively unstable with a boundary right across parts of northern Indiana and northwest Ohio, where a few of those storms will continue to kind of feed off some of that more unstable and humid air. There also does remain a tornado risk. Again, lower risk, but where we do see some of these storms develop, it is the potential that they could create some rotation and possible tornadoes. Winds that could gust, we'll say 65 to 70 miles per hour or greater. Hail, if these storms really kind of pulse up, could get up to 2 inches in diameter, so I need you to be prepared now till midnight as those storms make their way through the area. Heavy wind and heavy rain and wind gusts, and also make sure if you were to lose power that those devices are charged and ready to go with any alerts on. So the big window of the storm threat is going to be now through about 9 to 10 o'clock. After we get through about 10 o'clock, that threat will begin to decrease, and by about midnight, I expect we're going to be all clear of that severe risk, and it will be much colder as we get into Friday. Temperatures are going to go tumbling back toward 30 degrees into the morning on Friday. So what a dramatic shift in just the next 6 to 12 hours. High of 44 degrees on Friday. 40s will stick around into Saturday. Mid 40s. It will stay very chilly on Saturday. Right around 60 for Sunday. Upper 60s on Monday and closing in on 70 into Tuesday. We'll get some additional storm chances toward the early part of next week with highs into early April. Looking to maintain the low to mid 60s for at least a handful of days. That's a look at your 10-day forecast. Noel, over to you.